Today's video, we're going to be having a heart-to-heart talk. Let's have this conversation as a friend, as a big sister, as that your YouTube bestie. Now, I understand that 2025 is here. We have done our vision board, our prayer board, and we're like, okay, 2024, perhaps we did excellently, but we can be better. In 2024, we were actually not the best we could have been in terms of where we put our money, and we're like, okay, there are some things that I can actually pause for now or take off completely from my shopping list for me to be able to keep the money so that when I actually have a need, I will have enough money for it. So today I'm going to be sharing 25 things I have decided to take off completely from my list so I can have enough money to put in the right place. Now, I know that some of the things I'll be mentioning may not actually relate to you, or you may not have a need to take it out. That's okay. The essence of this video is to get you thinking of being a good steward and intentional about what you're purchasing and where you're putting the money. Now, I also understand that it is not really all about saving money, but also making more. But then remember that it's not really how much you make, but how much you're able to keep and how much the money you have kept will be able to work for you. And if unnecessary things are there taking it out, then you will not really have the money for what serves you. So before we get into it, if you're not already, please subscribe and click on the like button. This actually helps you to find more of these videos, and you are actually helping the other sister to find this video. Let's get started. I have actually divided these things I'm not going to be buying or putting my money into 6 segments. The first one is the lifestyle choices. The second one is beauty and care. The third one is home and decorations, food and groceries, financial choices, and also personal growth. Now, let's start with the lifestyle choices. The first one that is off my list that I have no regret about is the trendy latest fashion. Last year, 2024, I'm so grateful that the Holy Spirit convicted me on the way I dress, and I decided to take all my immodest dresses away and I got newer ones. Now, when I was shopping for newer clothes, I was intentional about not buying the latest trending fast fashion, because at the end of the day, I want to wear something that is fashionable, classy, simple, yet durable, functional, and I don't have to run to the store all the time. And the intention was that I was not going to buy just because others are buying it, and at the end of the day, I cannot put it on anymore. No, I want my money to serve me, and at least it should stay for 5 years. So fast fashion is off my list. The second thing that I am not buying in terms of lifestyle is single-use plastic items. Now, when I'm talking about the plastic items, I mean the bags we get from the grocery shop. So what I have decided to do is whenever we're going for shopping, I use the bags we have already bought. They've been there, and when you get to your storage, you find them, they are like over 10, 20. One thing you can do not to buy the single-use plastic items is to put them perhaps in your car trunk, so that wherever you're going for shopping, you already have it. And here in Finland, every time you go for shopping, you pay at least 20 cents or 50 cents for a plastic bag that you discard. For you to save the environment, put that in your bag, be intentional about it. Also, for the straws, whenever I make ice cream at home, I use the wooden one that I can reuse and not go over and over again for a plastic single-use one. The third thing I'm not buying anymore is the fashionable, trending, classy water bottle. I'm happy that we have become very conscious when it comes to our health. As millennials, as Gen Zs, a lot of people have been thinking about drinking water, minding their business, staying on their lane. But then by the time you buy this water bottle, the other water bottle, again, it is not a water bottle that makes you to drink water. No, it is you putting water into it and drinking it. So what I've told myself is I'm not buying the latest fashionable water bottle just for the sake of feeling among, just for the sake of I also have it. No, I'm only going to buy one, and that one water bottle, I'll use it at work and also at home. The only thing is that I'm just going to wash it. So that is off my list for this year, 2025. Now let's move on to the home and decor. The fourth one going off my list is the seasonal home decorations. Now, you guys don't come for me, I know. Christmas decorations, no, I'm not doing that. So buying every year Christmas decorations, one of Easter, just for the sake of having those decor, for me, it stresses me. I love peace. I love simplicity. I have always been frugal. So one thing that I did not do in 2024 was buying seasonal home decor, and I'm so grateful that this year I am going to keep at it. I am not going to be buying any of the home decor that are just seasonal, occasional, that at the end of the day when the event passes I have to like, okay, it's time for me to unpack and all that. It just adds a lot of clutter and a lot of work, and no, I'm not doing that. The other thing I have taken off my list is actually buying expensive cleaning products. As ladies, we want to keep our house clean and all that, but sometimes we actually don't need to buy the shop bought cleaning products. No, the baking soda, the vinegar, they do a lot. And if you have one that works for you, it is affordable, by all means use it. It's going to work for you. And that's what I told myself, that the ones that I have bought before and they are functional, I know that they have been functional. I am not going to explore more of the options, not because of advertisements. At the end of the day, since I have no use for it, it being on sale doesn't help. It's just an amount that have been taken off my account. The other one is gadgets and appliances. I know, ladies, when you go to Lidl or when you go to shops, Walmart or wherever you live, you will see those air fryers in various forms and shapes, square, circular and all that. The home appliances that I don't have a need for. Now 2023 I bought the juicer and I was so excited, and I was telling my husband the reason why we're buying this is that in summer we were going to go for juicing and all that. That has been packed in my storage, and I'm like, girl, no more. I'm not doing that anymore. So when I go for shop, I'm like, take your eyes away from that. I'm not looking at it. We're not doing that. So appliances that are on sale that you know deep down you will not use, like the bread toaster. If you don't like bread, please do not buy it. Appliances that will not serve you, by all means do not buy it. And that's what I've told myself. All the blenders I need and all the things I need for cooking that I have been able to do without, I'm not going to buy them when I see them on sale or on offer. No, because if I'm able to do without it, it means that I actually have no real need for it. This is the point that you guys will be like, Rosalind, are you really serious? Yes, we're going to beauty and self-care. I'd love to say that your beauty radiates from inwards, and that is the part we should focus on. The Bible says that a woman's worth is not what she does externally, but it is the gentle and the calm spirit. And again, I am not trying to say that while you work on the inward and it projects outward that you shouldn't look good. No, look good, look presentable. Let your presence be sight for the sore eyes. Make your husband happy. Make your friends like, girl, what are you up to? Yes, by all means do that. But the things that I would not recommend myself or to a friend is the monthly subscription boxes. You actually don't need it. The product, you don't need it. No, it is just an indulgence that will not serve you in the long run. And guess what it's going to do? It's just going to bring products that you actually don't have a need for. Again, simplicity, modesty, moderation is the queen to everything. So no subscription boxes. Now the other one I'm not going to be doing is, I love my hair. I wash the wigs and all that. So this year, I believe I have checked my closet and I have enough wig. So I'm not buying any synthetic wig, and the wigs I have, they are enough. I'm just going to take care of my natural hair, and no more wigs, no more extensions, and no more taking my money to pay people for a hairdo that I will not like. So that is actually off my list. Now what I mean by for a hairdo I will not like, I'm this kind of person that I love my hair to look a certain way. I learned this the hard way. I had gone to make her hair, and I looked at someone, she had like not a round face like mine, she had this kind of square beautiful face, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna suit me. But by the time I made that hair, the hairline was different, the look wasn't good. I had spent 8 hours making that hair. I just felt everything wrong about it, and guess what, the next day I took it off. So I lost over 100 euros for making of the hair, the extension, and my time. So that is actually off my list. For those perfume lovers, I know you're going to come at me, but I'm going to say it anyway. You will not find me, Rosalind, at the shop buying perfumes that are high-end, that will cost an arm and a leg, and something close to that is the makeup product. You know why I'm saying this? I've used perfumes. I know the basic I can use that will make me smell good. So because I have the perfume I know works for me, it's beautiful, it's gentle, it's sweet, I'm sticking to it. Like, I'm this kind of person that I'm very faithful, very faithful. If you win my heart to a product, I stay with it. It's the same with the makeup. So I'm not exploring more of the makeups. No, I am keeping my money. So let's go on to the tech and entertainment section. I am not buying a phone this year or the next year, by God's grace. Now I'm saying by God's grace because I have kids and sometimes they play with it, and my sweet angel nephew may actually play with my phone, but by God's grace nothing will happen to my phone. In fact, I'm covering it in God's arms and care that it's not even going to fall. So I do not intend to have the highest upgrade of my iPhone just because we have a new iPhone coming. No, my mantra, what I always think is it functional? Is it working? Do I need it? No, I haven't answered these questions. Deep down, I know I don't need it. So if it is about the social status, if it is about external validation, no, I already have my worth in God, and I think I'll be happier to see my money grow faster in my accounts, in my savings and investments, than holding it on my hand. So the newest gadget I'm not buying. The other one that we don't think about are the apps, right? So the apps that they collect money, your Netflix, or some apps that you use only one time but they require you to pay for a lifetime or for 3 months. No, I am not. In fact, I am now intentional that when I download the app and I know that I'm going to use it for only one time and you've offered a free trial, what I do is I do the free trial, right? And they will require you to put your account details. After that, I go to my email and cancel the subscription immediately. After the cancellation, you will still have the free trial going on. But if you leave it and forget that, oh yeah, when it's close to the time of when the offer ends, I'm going to cancel it before they withdraw the money, that may not happen. You may forget and you may lose your money to apps that you actually don't use. So when you have the free trial, cancel it, and better still, take it further. Put a limit that no online purchases are allowed in your bank account using your account. That way, you're very sure that if peradventure you forget, they will need you to be signed into your account to remove the limit you have put of no online purchases. That works like magic. Try it. Oh, by the way, if you've watched until this point and you are not already subscribed, please do so. Subscribe so you will not miss any of these personal finance videos and all the things that we talk about to help you as a lady level up. And just an announcement, drum roll, we now have the ebook on A Woman's Guide to Wealth. I call it my new baby. I have poured my heart into it, my experience, the books I have read, the things that are keeping you stuck, and everything that you need to know to level up, from budgeting, savings, investing, prayer, reflection questions, exercises, template, all you need to level up financially. It is now on discount. I'm going to leave the link to that ebook in the description to go get yours. Now let's continue with the video. Let's move on to food and grocery. I noticed that at some point I was making my bread, I was doing a lot of things by myself, and I enjoyed it in the fact that it brings that in gratification. It increases your confidence that, okay, you're like, girl, did you do this? Especially if you're like me, that you don't like cooking. Like when you talk about cooking, you're like, oh, not again. Yeah. So when you're able to put your heart and make something and it turns out well and people appreciate it, it's like a huge pat on the back and it increases your confidence. But then I noticed that at some point I just slipped into buying things that I could make for myself. And then I was thinking, I think I watched the documentary, that sometimes the things that you buy industrially are not really checked. And I have decided that as a mom, as a homemaker, that I'm focusing on this year 2025, by God's grace, beyond, I'm going back to baking my bread. And this is the second week of January and I have already baked my bread. So you will find me at the shop buying bread. No more. We love bread. My son and I will love eating bread, and this is something that takes a lot of our money. At least we spend €6 buying bread every week. If you calculate that for 50, so that's a lot you've saved. The flour, the yeast, and the salt, they are not expensive. So one thing I am not buying this year, that I'm going to be doing, and we've been enjoying it, is the bread. Now the other thing is buying bottled water. I have my water bottle. I have free flowing nice cold water here where we live, so I am not buying bottled water. So what I do, I'm intentional about when we want to go out, I take and fill their water bottles, put in the car, we're ready to go on our journey. For some reason, bottled waters are very expensive, so I am not buying bottled water. So the other thing I've taken off my list in 2025 is the pre-packaged food. I remember at some point I used to buy these minced meats. Time I checked, you eat it for one time, and I could actually make that from scratch and get the confidence that comes with me making food for myself. So prepackaged food with all the preservatives, and you really don't know the hygiene associated to it, I am not buying. So that is ticked off my list. Now let's move on to the financial choices, things I am not doing in 2025 or buying, which is we have the credit cards, right? One of the things that I have decided to do is I will only pay with my credit card for those occasions that I need a credit card. When I want to buy a travel ticket, right? I want an airplane ticket and all that I need the insurance that comes with having a credit card. That is when I'll use it. But apart from that, I would not. If you want to increase your credit score, you can actually use your credit card, but make sure that after using it, you set a timer, so to say. Pay your credit card on time to avoid the interest that comes 15%, 20%. Check with your provider, you will know how much that comes with it. So no. Now, something related to money, since we're still talking about financial choices, one thing I have told myself this year is that the fancy apps, I'm not using them, especially when they work for free, right? So I recently installed the Clover and all that, and they were offering personalized service and all that. I know myself, I know my body. As a nurse, I know how my body works, and if I need to be checked, I will go to the hospital. So apps that are free that you can do without purchases, by all means do that. Raise your hand if you have Temu, if you have Shein on your phone. This is something I'm not doing this year, but my sister had told me that she had uninstalled her Shein. We have this kind of impulse buying when you see the adverts, perhaps on Instagram or whatever social media platform you're active on, especially Temu. I think they're very strategic in advertising something to you. You don't need it, but you're like, oh, I think I need it, I want it. It means uninstalling the app to avoid the impulse purchases that come with it. By all means do so. I don't have the Temu app. One of the things that helped me not to buy impulsively, emotionally, is the 30-day rule, right? Put it in your cart and ask yourself, after 30 days, if you even remember that something like that was in your cart waiting for you. And please do not put on the Shein notification that you left something in your cart. No, don't do that. Just leave it in your cart. And by the time you go, but if you truly think about it and remember that, okay, I cannot do without it, by all means buy it. If not, those things are not needed. Now let's go on to the personal growth things. Something that I will not be doing, spending my money on, are those expensive courses that tell you they are going to give you money, make you rich instantly, or give you the confidence, or like quick fix. No. If you do your due diligence and pay for the right ebook, the right course, when you know you have a genuine need for it, you're actually going to excel. The other thing I'm not spending on when it comes to personal growth is the formal spending. Why? You just want to keep up with trend? No, that will not be heard anywhere in this world that I, Rosalind, did that. No. So that is actually off my list. Okay, now let's move on to the miscellaneous spendings that I have thought long and hard. I'm like, I don't need. Number one is gym membership. Now, by all means, if going to the gym motivates you, helps you stay consistent, by all means, girl, do it. But for me, I feel that I will be very inconsistent if I go to the gym. Not because of the people that are there in the gym, but my timetable, my family situation, my current lifestyle doesn't support it. I'm a homebody and I want to do my home workout. So I have actually done a playlist that I can just click Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is the playlist I'm doing. My sister and I have been successful at losing baby weight using only home workouts. So gym membership, you guys, you're not having my money this. The other thing that is off my list is brand new books. Now, you guys will be like, what? I thought you're a bookworm, avid reader. Yes, I am. I'm a lifelong learner and I will always be one. But my lifestyle doesn't really support me having the book. I have some of the books, but I still struggle with opening them. So one of the things I did in 2024, by the way, if you've not seen the video, I don't know when that video will be up, but if you've not seen the video I made on Christian books to read and also finance books I read in 2024 that I am repeating this year, I'm going to leave it at the end of this video, or you can also find it from this channel. I highly recommend that. But one of the things I will not be doing is buying a physical book because I won't have the time. I just don't have the time. I read on the go. I read while doing, or I listen while doing other things. So no, the physical books for now, no, I will accept them as gifts, but what works for me in this stage of my life is Audible and of course videos from YouTube. If you know me, you know that I am intentional about journaling. I love my journals, but I noticed that I have been buying journal for the past 5 years every year. So I decided that no, the reason is because when I want to look back at what happened in 2024, 2023, I have to go look for the journal where I kept it, even if it is not hard, but it takes a lot of effort from me. So I decided to invest in a journal that will last for 5 years. So I have a journal that I bought for 2024 and I'm going to use it for 5 years. That way I don't have to buy journal every year, and I have all my thoughts then collected for a 5-year period. That way I'll be able to track my progress and I'll be able to see how much I'm evolving. So every year journal, no, that is off my list. The other thing that I am not going to be buying is expensive gifts for, I don't know, whatever occasion it is, but buying expensive, extravagant gifts, much as it is the thoughts associated with it, it is also knowing what people want. So I'd rather now give people gift cards to buy what they want for themselves than buying what I think I'd appreciate. If you know me personally, you're going to look at me like, girl, are you serious? Is going for unnecessary eat outs. 2024, I did it once and I loved it. But as a homebody, I'd prefer to have people come over. I go to their houses, we make food together and not really eat out. It's something that I may do once in a while, but the constant eating out, going, no, I prefer to create memory and enjoy the conversation with people at the home than really going for expensive dinner dates. No. And the last on my list, which is not the least, is spending things just for the sake of social status. So let's call it social status purchases, that because you have iPhone 16, you have BMW and a Tesla car, or just anything you do just because you want to feel among. No, I'm not doing that. I already know my worth. I cannot be showing off my wealth in what I wear, how I decorate my house and externally. So for social status purchases, thank God, I would not be buying. Okay, girl, if you're still here, thank you so much. This chat, the up close TMI chat with me, and I hope that this list inspires you to rethink your spending and to help you focus your money in things that really matter, so you'll be able to remove things that don't matter and have the money to buy things that you truly need. Tell me in the comment section the things you're taking out of the list so I can cheer it on. If you are not already, please subscribe and click on the like button. This helps the video to be seen by other people, and you're also telling me these are the kind of content you like and you want me to have more of this content. And please help others to find this video by sharing on your WhatsApp status. Tell your friends about it. Share to your mother, your father, your friend, your group, your WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I look forward to reading your comment. Do not leave one comment. If you don't know what to comment, comment the heart emoji or the thank you emoji. And don't forget to go get your ebook, Everything About a Woman's Guide to Wealth. It's now on sale and we have limited copies. And yes, I'm going to see you all in my next video. People actually would not Now what happened? The lights fell. I was moving my hands too much.